Skye Squad, we are back in the building, boy, and we got some things to talk to you about today. We got to talk about Tamar Braxton's shocking revelation, and then we also got to talk about Monique Samuel. She is clapping back at Pastor JAMAL Bryant, and you guys will not want to miss what she has to say about this. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell button, and join the texting community so I can send you a text message as soon as a new video drops. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and stage dive into what we got to talk about. Now, you guys may remember and recall everything that Tamar Braxton has gone through this year with WeTV, with her ex David Adefeso, also with Braxton Family Values, and then, being hospitalized. And now she is finally ready to talk. So she's going to be taking to Taraji P. Henson's Peace of Mind with Taraji, which is on Facebook Watch, okay? And there she is admitting that she thought her 7-year-old son Logan would be better off without her. She said Logan was the reason why I made that decision when discussing why she tried to end it all. She said, I just felt like he deserved better. I felt like I was embarrassing him being a fool on TV, she says, breaking down into tears. And then Taraji asked, you thought he would be better without you? And then Tamar responds, I thought in that moment, because I knew that's not what my life really was. That's not who I was. I didn't want him to be embarrassed in front of his friends. Here is this loud ghetto mama. So the episode is titled Surviving Mental Breakdown with Tamar Braxton. And she's going to be talking about everything that went on with her mental breakdown and attempting to end it all and what pushed her over the edge. So this is going to be a revealing look. And I believe that this episode will actually air on Monday, okay? Because those episodes do drop every Monday and Wednesday at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and 12 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Watch, okay? I'll put a link in the description below so that you guys can get more information about this. For me, when I read this, I have to tell you, it broke my heart. Just seeing this, to realize, and this is so deep for me because to get to the point where you are so low that you think that your son will be better off without you, that's a very dark place. And I have to say, I'm happy that she's open to speaking about this publicly, because if she felt it, I'm a strong advocate. If you have ever felt a certain type of way, somebody else has felt that same type of way as well. And so I think that whatever she went through when she went through it, or whatever she has went through and is still going through, I think that, it can turn into a powerful testimony for her to be able to discuss it. And I also think that there is some healing that can be found in sharing what you've gone through and telling the world, this is the sign, this is what I went through. These were the signs that I did not pay attention to. And these are the signs and things that led me here. And then how can I help, and how can that help someone else recognize where they are on the journey as well? I mean, and I know a lot of people have a lot of things to say about Tamar, but I got to tell you, I am super duper proud of her for talking about it in such a public way and just being open about it as well, and being committed to doing the work to get better. I think speaking about it like this in safe spaces, and with Taraji doing this particular type of show on Facebook Watch, while also admitting that she is still on the journey to better mental health as well. I think that's where it needs to happen, and not on a reality television. So I'm excited to see Tamar taking this route, and I'm just gonna have to say, prayers up for her as she continues this journey. Let me know if you guys will be watching that show as it comes out, okay? So now we got to talk a little bit more about the Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? Because Potomac has been on fire this week. We know all of the allegations that have been put out about Pastor JAMAL Bryant, which a lot of these allegations were already out there before Monique even mentioned them on television, okay? It's just that the TV world is just now catching up to a lot of this, to be quite frank with you. You know, there have been many blogs, there have been many reports about all types of scandals, this, that, and the third. All types of allegations have been flying about this man for quite some time, which is why so many of us in the Bravo community were shocked that Gizelle would want to make this guy, you know, her dude, especially her dude on the show, right? And, you know, for me, I feel like, again, I just want the real on the reality TV. We're looking at this because we want to see fabulosity. We want to see fabulous lives. We want to see wild and crazy housewives. We want to see fun. We want to see some shade, but we don't want to see blatant fakery, okay? And it's hard to really digest and determine what this actually is between Gizelle and Jamal because it smells like fraud. It smells like a fraud. But, you know, I always leave it up to the people to make their own decisions and come to their own conclusions. But anyway, so Jamal came out with all of these accusations against, you know, Monique and Monique's husband, Kris Samuels, talking about how this man has CTE, which from my understanding and research, you can only determine CTE after a person has passed. So you can't make that diagnosis while the person is still alive and moving. So to me, I'm like, well, how would you be able to say some stuff like that? Anyway, Monique has responded, okay? And this is what she has to say. His whole response just proves that there are demons in the church, in the pulpit, because what pastor goes on a live and does that? He wasn't even original. Dude, I already did the binder. Get your own thing. It was just hilarious to me. He needs to do better with his actions, and doing that live is the exact opposite of what a well-grounded pastor would have done. So it's just that the comedy writes itself at this point. He needs to go back to prayer and ask God to help clean some of that flesh he has because it is quite dirty. She then continued and defended her husband, saying, he is not a person who will argue with women. That's not his job. That's my job. And no woman is going to argue with my husband because that's my job. So whatever Jamal alluded to is not true. He wasn't there. Maybe he should have been there at the reunion, and then he could have made all of the points that he wanted to make, and he could have witnessed firsthand what would actually happen. It's going to be very eye-opening when people see all that goes down. Now, you guys may recall that Pastor Jamal Bryant made all types of accusations, or he alluded to Kris Samuels being in some way, shape, or form aggressive towards women, okay? And he also alluded to having knowledge of or alleging that Kris Samuels would, in fact, in some way, shape, or form, be aggressive towards Gizelle Bryant and Robin Dixon. I don't think that's going to be the case, but we'll all see on Sunday as he has invited his entire congregation to watch. You know, I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens this Sunday on the Real Housewives of Potomac Reunion Part 2. You know, we know that we're going to see some things with Ashley's husband coming to light. They're going to discuss that, and we're going to get more of Karen and Gizelle, and I'm sure we're going to get a lot more of Monique coming after those who have done her wrong. So make sure you guys continue to watch the channel, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button, and I will catch you in the next video.